time. This is stock division 16.663.
Hi, welcome to Columbus Motor Speedway. I'm Nate Pennington. I'd like to thank you for buying this Pinstroke Productions at the track videotape. We're here with the NASCAR Winston Racing Series, NASCAR Super Late Models, Limited Sportsman, and Street Stocks. And of course, later on, 2 12-lap match races from the NASCAR Winston Cup Race of Champions Superstar Shootout. Coming up later, Cale Yarborough, Jeremy Mayfield, Jeff Bodine, and Wally Dallenbach. The memory ain't what it used to be. And I'll be back a little bit later on. We're going to have in-car cameras and some street stocks for you during the street stock event. So I'll be back later with those. Right now, I want to turn things over to my buddy Jeff Knuckles. And Bob Newbauer will be here with the Winner's Circle interviews and the NASCAR Winston Racing Series features. Also, he'll have some interviews with the NASCAR Winston Cup drivers, Cale Yarborough, Jeremy Mayfield, Wally Dallenbach, and Jeff Bodine. All righty, Jeff, take it away.
Pulls out onto the 3rd mile paved oval. We're just about ready to get underway with tonight's racing program. And this is the celebrity race. Car 39, Jim O'Neill from Big Bear. Jim, the president of Big Bear, I believe, or something like that. Jim O'Neill from Big Bear. Ken Anderson. Let's see, well, let me reiterate that O'Neill was in the car 39. Okay, again, Jim O'Neill from Big Bear 39. We need to get him slowed down. Somebody slow that guy down. Yeah, getting over anxious. Ken Anderson from 92.3 WCOL. We'll be driving car number 7. Ken Anderson, again, in car number 7, driving Doug King's Servpro Camaro. We got John Corby in car number 34. John, of course, the afternoon guy this week doing the morning gig for 610 WTVN. Daryl. Daryl Parks from 1230. He is in Robert Jules' car number 85. Walter will drive car 27. 92.3. And Gary Lambert's car, that's John Corby in 34. Robert Jules' car is Daryl Parks from 1230 FYI. And down back, Vern Walter from Aerial Communications in car 27. Here later in 39 is Jim O'Neill. We're going to run 4 laps, 1 lap complete. Battle back here for 3rd, 4th, and 5th spot. Jim O'Neill sideways off of turn number 2. A scary moment. I'd like to have the toilet paper concession in that car about right now. He's still leading, but here comes car number 7, Ken Anderson of Dixie Ken fame. They'll get the white flag this time. Here is the battle for the lead, and there goes Ken. Not sure if he's cheating or not, but he is your leader, Ken Anderson. 1 lap to go. Jim O'Neill in 39, runs second. 4th in 85 is Daryl Parks from 1230 FY. Here comes your winner, keeps it off the wall. Car number 7, Ken Anderson. Second to Jim O'Neill from Big Bear. Third goes to car 85. Car number 85, Daryl Parks. 4th place was the 27 car of Vern Walter from Aero Communications. And rounding out the field, finishing a close last, was John Corby from 610 WTVN. They're crawling out of the car. There's your winner, Ken Anderson, in car number 7. And that must be his Nike sports bra. John Corby in car 34 crawls out of that car, the 27 car. Can you get Dale English to the racetrack immediately, please? Dale English, come on out immediately, please.
Good to me. We'll come out here and talk to the official U.S. women's soccer team. Oh, wait a minute. No, I'm sorry. Hey, you kind of walked away there on the outside and got him.
Oh, yeah. It's not only a victory for me, it's a victory for country music. And of course, country music is America's music on 92.3 WCOL. Thank you.
Have you ever done this before?
A couple of weeks ago, I beat Dixie for the honor to do this today.
Say, a ringer. See, you guys didn't have a chance. It wasn't fair.
I borrowed this from Dixie.
Okay, we won't touch that.
Don't go there. All right, so
now, I didn't get to watch a lot of the race, but I heard you were making sure everybody else was in front of you.
Yeah, I finished dead last. I'm a very safe driver, and I got beat by a country jock wearing a sports bra. That sucks.
Well, but I'm sure we'll talk about this Monday on the show.
Yeah, Monday, 610 WTVN. I will have won the race at that point.
That's right. This will all change. Everybody went 200 mile an hour. I understand it all. Jeff, I think these guys are done. How about a round of applause for everybody here that was in our celebrity race? Guys did a heck of a job. Thank you for coming out. Hope you guys had a good time. And I think we're ready for some serious racing.
okay, we'll get the drivers in the car and head their cars back to the pit area. And we'll be ready to go here in just a moment. Action passes forward. Limited sportsman qualifiers. First gentleman out in car 25. This is Jimmy Kidd. Kidd in 25 alongside in 17. The driver, Dave Ritchie Jr., he was third quick here this evening in sportsman qualifications. Inside of row 3, car 43, Mike Schweier. And on the tail, car number 20, Mike Brown. Mike Brown in 20. hanging on the outside lane. Mike Schweier and Mike Brown. The Winston scoreboard shows 1 lap in the record books. Your leader is Jimmy Kidd. That's Mike Brown still racing with Mike Schweier for the 3rd spot. Through turn 3 and 4, they will receive the white flag, signifying 1 lap to go this time. It still shows the way. Schweier drops the tire off the pavement, off of turn 2. And off turn 4, car 25, your winner, Jim Kidd. Finishing second in 17 is Dave Ritchie Jr. 3rd place was Mike Brown, and rounding out the field, Mike Schweier in car 43. For the limited sportsman division now on the Speedway. Or 37 is Pat Altop. Altop at 37. That's alongside 97 John Bruce. 31 is Jim Hersey. Hersey involved in a scary incident here 1 week ago in the feature. He's got that car back out. Alongside Jim Whitbridge in 24. Then comes car 16, J.R. Groves. Sean Strobel, the rookie driver, at 45. 61 is Mark Jordan. And on the tail, Donald Parsons in car 22. And the late arrival, start out back, Rob Martin comes out onto the Speedway next. Aerial Communications, the sponsor here. Don't forget to stop by the aerial tent. Make a free phone call anywhere in Ohio, get a free giveaway, and sign up to win $100 from Aerial. Now we're racing. Your leader is Patrick Altop, the 37 car Pat out of Marysville, Ohio. J.R. Groves in 16, holding down the 3rd position. That's Sean Strobel, the rookie driver, 4th. Now a battle for the lead. And on the outside in car 31, that is Jim Hersey. He's got many heat race victories here in 1999. Looking for yet another. Rob Martin out back, nearly spins that car. He retains control. Back to the front, it's Pat Altop trying to hold off Jim Hersey and J.R. Groves. 8 laps the distance. They will receive the cross flag, signifying halfway. This time, J.R. Groves thinks better of it. Altop moves up the track, gives him a lane. And the I-Fi Houses mobile now out front. Jim Hersey also squeezes underneath, as does Sean Strobel. 5 laps down this time. From deep in the back, car 22, Donald Parsons now in the middle. Sean Strobel now, oh boy. Contact on the backstretch between Sean Strobel and Jim Hersey. Talked earlier about Hersey. He damaged that car here in the front stretch crash during last week's feature event. And during the heat race this week, he is into Mr. Concrete on the backstretch. The good news is the drivers are both A-OK, Jim Hersey and the rookie Sean Strobel. The red flag on ColumbusSpeedway.com on the internet. Now we're ready to get back underway. 5 laps down, 3 remain. A battle up front. Donald Parsons deep in the back. Counts J.R. Groves. Goes ahead through turn 4, Groves back on the straightaway. A tight battle. Parsons sideways in 4. He retains the lead. 1 lap to go, and we got Pat Alltop spun down in turn 3. So 6 laps are complete now. Very anxious here tonight, so that's a little bit of trouble getting these first. And then once we get this under our belt, we'll be in better shape. We always revert back to the last fully completed green flag lap for the lineup. And the green is out. Starter Jim Paul waves the green flag, and Parsons sets out on a tear. Now 10 car lengths in the half a lap ahead of J.R. Groves. Jimmy Whitbridge, one of the rookies in this division, runs third. White flag, 1 lap remains. Through turns 3 and 4, and it's Donald Parsons. The winner, second to J.R. Groves. Give third to Jim Whitbridge, and we'll have to wait for official scoring on 4th and 5th positions. So your 4th place finisher, car 61, Mark Jordan, and 5th was 42. Rob Martin. No doubt about the winner, a convincing victory for Donald Parsons, car 22. For those bilingually educated of you in the grandstand, it's Mark Fraybot, starts first in 19, 26. Outside that, starts 26 outside, Scott Stevens. Second row in 13, Ross Wells Jr. Car number 10, John Strobel. 08, Randy Sword. 66 is Paul Baker Jr. Bob Gruball in 550, Jeremy Dennis. 77, Tom Jones. And 93 out back, that's Jamie Hunt. Eight laps the racing distance for tonight's limited sportsman feature event. I'm sorry, limited sportsman second heat race. Sorry about that. And they're ready to go. Ross Wells already doing some agricultural racing. Scott Stevens. That's Mark Fraybot in 19. Scott Stevens and Fraybot with a spin off of turn 2. Scott Stevens showing the way, 1 lap complete. pressure from Raleigh to make that John Strobel. Did it. Strobel now pulls ahead through turns 3 and 4. And he's out front. John Strobel, your leader. Now Stevens trying to fend off Ross Wells Jr. Your leader is John Strobel. Now Randy Sword putting a heavy pressure on Scott Stevens. Stevens with a bit of an understeer. You saw the car move up the track in the middle of the corner. And he's going to give way. Give room for Randy Sword. And Sword takes over the runner-up spot. Caution on the Speedway. And that will conclude that race. And your winner, John Strobel. Again, this is the late model trophy dash, the fastest 4 qualifiers, 4 laps the distance. We find Donnie Zero Hill starting first in car 0. Alongside, that's car 7. The driver Dick Dunleavy Jr. out of New Carlisle, Ohio. Second row, your second quick timer here tonight out of Plain City, Buddy Schrock. And on the tail with a quick time, he was the last car out. That fast qualified time, Robbie Pyle. Dunleavy Jr. showing the way down the backstretch. Zero Hill trying to track him down, but can't do it yet. Hill leads the point standings. Dunleavy runs second in the points. We're halfway through this one. Robbie Pyle runs third. White flag this time for Dick Dunleavy Jr. And the winner, it should be close, is given to Dick Dunleavy. Zero Hill second, Robbie Pyle third, fourth is Buddy Schrock. Apologize that it took that long to get it in, but we're done with the late model trophy dash. And your winner, Dick Dunleavy Jr. We've got Lindsay as well, alongside in car 47, that's Larry Harris. Kevin Harris in 0633, Dean Busco. Number 2, Chris Moore. Again, Dominic Pando. 86 is Skip Thornton. And 97, Rob Patrick. White flag this time. Preliminary heats for the late model division here tonight. Lindsay and Harris lead the field around. tunnel vision. Larry Harris drops back to second. Kevin Harris looks underneath Harris, but nothing doing there. They'll complete lap number 2 this time, fast start finish. Your leader, George Lindsay. Now Chris Moore pressuring Kevin Herron for 3rd position. They battle off turn 4. Looking for 4 laps on the Winston scoreboard this time. Lindsay out front. Harris second. Chris Moore up to 3rd. Kevin Harris 4th, and Dominic Bando currently holding down the 5th spot. Halfway, 5 down, 5 laps remain. Draws away from Larry Harris. Chris Moore closing in for 2nd position. The battle down the front stretch. White flag, 1 lap remains for George Lindsay. Lindsay now about a half straightaway advantage. He'll win easily. George Lindsay, your winner. Larry Harris in 2nd. Chris Moore 3rd. 4th is Kevin Herron and Dominic Bando. Again, the winner, George Lindsay in car number 12. The 2nd late model heat race. We've got 1 more late model event in 4 preliminary stock events. Then, of course, the Winston Cup Brewers hitting the Speedway. All right, car 20. Okay, here we go. Here is your lineup. Car number 9, Danny Eves, starts first in this event. And alongside in row 1, that is Chad Pennington in the Nation Sprint Camaro. Of course, Eves in the Brookwood Builders and Developers entry. Then Scott's Wrecking, the sponsor on the 77 of the Big Bird Robbie D, 7-time track champion alongside his car 3, Gary Carter. Then out of Xenia, Ohio, Scott Drake, he starts 5th in the event. And alongside of him, car 61, Mike Ward. They're rolling. We'll get the green flag this time to be underway. Pendleton trying to hang on, but here comes the Big Bird. The veteran looking away past the rookie. That's Scott Drake ducking into that 3rd spot, take that 4th position for Scott Drake. 2 down, 8 to go. Dean showing his patience. Not been able to sneak underneath Pendleton yet. Eves out front. Again, Robbie D 3rd. That Pendleton appears to be reeling in just a bit here later. stretch. Run 3 closing up just a bit. About a car length now separates Danny Dean from Chad Pennington. Likewise with Pennington and Dean. 6 laps down, 4 remain. Scott Drake still 4th in car number 11. Outside of Pennington in turn 4. The white flag seems to find 1 lap to go this time. Now Dean to the inside of Pennington. He takes over second spot. And now putting the pressure on Eves. They'll battle down the backstretch. Now 2 car lengths the advantage. They work around the lap car, Gary Carter. Your winner, Danny Eves in 9. Robbie D in 2nd, 3rd to Chad Pennington. Scott Drake and Mike Ford round out the field. No question, Danny Eves the winner in car number 9. Fifth Third Bag case sponsor on that car, St. Lot Motorsports. Rain One Irrigation, a Maritidal company. Also Brookwood Builders and Developers. Airtron Heating and Air Conditioning, and B. Martin and Son Auto Care. The late model last chance race. Okay, the top 4 finishers move into the feature. The last chance race for the late models, your leader is Buddy Townsend. Currently running second, that's Bill Cantley. Don Wetnall is 3rd. And at this point, the V6 with Scott Baker runs 4th. Car number 8. 8 laps the distance. They got 2 under their belts. We're looking for the top 4 finishers. They qualify to move into the 40-lap late model feature this evening. Vic Canarelli trying to reel in the Autoville USA entry, and we got a spin. It's Ray Muncie in 13. All right, Buddy Townsend showing the way. Bill Cantley, Don Wetnall, Scott Baker are the top 4 at this point. Vic Canarelli and Burgess White run 5th and 6th. 5 laps remain. Wetnall looks to the inside of Cantley, but cannot make the pass in 3. We're halfway through this one. Vic Canarelli pressuring Scott Baker. He's trying to earn his way a spot in the feature event. Cannot do so yet. Two laps remain. And real close to the back of Scott Baker. Now Wetnall in jeopardy. Running that high groove, Baker to the inside. 1 lap to go. The 2 veterans, Baker and Wetnall, battle. Your leader is still the Ohio State Motorsports Camaro. And your winner will be Buddy Townsend. Bill Cantley is 2nd. Scott Baker comes home 3rd, and Don Wetnall, your final transfer car into tonight's 40 laps NASCAR Winston Racing Series feature event. Buddy Townsend. Granger Supply, a sponsor, and Napa Auto Parts. Benny Industrial Roofing. And of course, Ohio State Motorsports. Proud sponsor on Buddy Townsend's car 31. That, by the way, will be the car that, the very same car, driven by one of the Winston Cup drivers a little bit later. Jeff thinks we're going to have a guest where one of the fans announced the race here for the Street Stock Trophy Day.
Well, Jeff, I'm down here to turn number 1 with the main grandstands. I can put my radio away, I won't have it. I'm down here with Tony from Lancaster. Tony, you said you haven't been here for a few years. When did you used to come?
Well, I came back here in the mid to late 70s, watched my neighbor, Ronnie Rush, race, and it was his family that got me coming here as a young boy. So it's been a while, now I've brought my children.
Well, we're ready to go. We'll give the lineup here. Donnie Townsend Jr. in 77. Sean McNeely in the 6 car on the outside of him. 84, Scott Barney. And bringing up the tail, the fast qualifier of tonight. That's Bo Davis. And guess what? For the next 4 laps, you get to be an announcer.
Hey, I'm looking forward to it. This is the 4-lap street stock dash, right? And here comes the green flag. Don Townsend Jr. New turns 1 and 2. It's number 84, Scott Barney, running second down the backstretch as they come into turn 3 and 4. Everyone keeps staring at me. You're making me nervous. Look, watch the race cars. Watch the race cars. Bo Davis now making move on the inside. And the yellow number 18. I see a few of his fans down here in front of me. Make a little noise for him. Here he comes. 2 down, 2 to go. It's still Don Townsend Jr., your leader. Davis moving up to second. He's got that spot all to himself now. And he's going to be knocking on the door of Don Townsend. White flag, 1 lap to go. They pretty much hold their positions. Don Townsend Jr. Davis is trying on the outside, but it looks like the low group is where the winner's going to be, and that's Don Townsend Jr. Let's have a nice hand for Don and the other 3 fellas. Thank you very much. I've had a great time.
Hey, did you know your dad could do that? Did you know your dad was that good? No. Hey, how about a hand for Tony here? He did a heck of a job, put him on the spot. And here comes down for the checkered flag to take the victory lap, Don Townsend Jr. How about a round of applause? Your king of speed in the dash tonight, Don Townsend Jr. in 77. Tony, I hope you'll come more often than every 20 years.
Well, we'll be here probably a few more times this season. We're having a great time.
Well, enjoy yourself. Once again, ladies and gentlemen, how about a hand for our guest announcer tonight? You know, Jeff, my job is seriously...
And as you can see, heat race number 1 will consist of John Beverly in car camera, car number 39, coming out on the track. This happening just moments ago as the cars pulled out on the track. I'm going to turn things back over to Jeff Knuckles for the lineup, call the race, and I'll have a couple in-car camera shots for you throughout this race, and of course later tonight in tonight's 25-lap street stock feature. Hello, Jim Paul. Jim Paul tells us that so rolling on, boys, and we're about ready to start this racing.
This is the first 8-lap street stock heat event. We got John Beverly in 39, Doug King in 7, 36 is Chris Keens at 99. That's Dan Mastray. And it's Bo, make that Bruce Holmes in 88. 85, Robert.
And as we come out of turn number 4, the green flag flies, and we're in car with John Beverly, car number 39.
John Beverly showing the way. Doug King off the base, car 7. Go. Whoa. That was close. Dave Musgrave trying to squeeze underneath King over there on the backstretch. Near collision. That's what they call a wreck. It didn't have direct weight, whatever. Beverly now getting the pressure on the front. Chris King. Down the front stretch they go. We got 3 laps down. We'll get the cross flags. Well, starter Jim Ball next time. Braille driving over the turn 2. Bumping in the back of Beverly. Now we're racing down the front stretch halfway through this one. 4 laps complete. 4 remain.
And back inside with John Beverly in the in-car camera as we are just over the halfway point now. 5 laps complete. John Beverly still your leader. Chris Keen's running second in the 36 machine.
Back to third. Bruce Holmes takes over the runner-up spot. They got a lap ahead of them. John Beverly now about a half-car length advantage over Bruce Holmes. And your winner, John Beverly, second to Holmes. Skeens, Custer, and Jewell round out the top 5. Again, John Beverly, the winner. John, I think, wanted to drive, if I'm not mistaken, that volunteered or was begged by Dale English and Mary Lou into using his car for one of the celebrity race earlier. For the street stocks, it is 8 laps the distance. We've got car 17, Bobby Stacy, 87 John Saditsky, 95 Mike Litchfield, Lococo in car 3, Kevin Lococo. Then comes Chris Meyer in 61, 34, Gary Lehman, and back to the final row, Carl Katz in 46, and Bubba Carson in the double 22. 8 laps to distance. We're going to green flag the next time around. Bobby Stacy out front. Litchfield trying to help him out down there in turn 2. Now Saditsky getting his second win. He'll go after Stacy down in turns 1 and 2 the long way around. Got fluid out of the car 3, so he has his black flag, Kevin Lococo. Saditsky and Litchfield go at it for that second spot. Bobby Stacy still your leader. Bobby Stacy second in track point standings. He shows there, he leads. He's got 2 heat race victories so far in 1999. White flag. 1 lap remaining. Litchfield now sole possession of the second spot. Chris Meyer, 61, and Sadinsky go at it for third. That'll be a close race. Your winner, Bobby Stacy, second to Litchfield. Meyer is third. Fourth place, John Sadinsky, and fifth, Carl Katz. Well, let's hear it for your winner, Bobby Stacy. Bobby hailing from Asheville, Ohio. Again, he enters competition this evening second in the point standings. He came in the night before qualifying only 7 points behind leader Don Townsend Jr. Jim's Towing, a proud supporter of his racing habit, in addition to Quality Care Auto Repair, Bill's Auto Body, and Golden Rod Collision.
And as you can see, we're back in car, this time with the number 1 of Adam Conroy for tonight's street stock last chance race. Top 4 cars will transfer in tonight's 25-lap street stock feature as they get ready to pull out onto the track. And in just a moment, Jeff will have the lineup and the call of the race, and I'll be back with a couple in-car camera shots throughout this race from Adam Conroy, car number 1.
And Buddy Townsend in the pit gate. Please, Buddy Townsend pit gate. Here's your lineup. 8 laps. We've got Larry Caudy starting first, then Bobby Porter at 55, Dave Dysinger at 27.
And we're about to take the green flag, this time in-car camera with Adam Conroy. Starting 5th position in this last chance race. He has to move up at least 1 position, as only the top 4 cars will transfer in tonight's 25-lap street stock feature.
Now in the 55 car. 2 laps down, 6 remain. Dave Dysinger and Larry Caudy. The battle for second. Now Conroy joins the fray in the 1 car.
Conroy running in 3rd in the car number 1. Looks to the inside of Larry Caudy coming out of turn 4. Dave Dysinger right there in the 27 machine, just out of our shot.
He is now second. Dysinger now doing some agricultural racing off of turn 2. He sneaks underneath Larry Caudy. 3rd spot there. Now Larry Caudy in 68 is going to have to try to fend off Mike McConaughey in the 42 car for that last transfer position. White flag this time. There's the battle. Oh, when we got contact. McConaughey and oh, look out. That was close. Adam Conroy in 1. Dave Dysinger in 27. Randy Littler in 93. Kevin Moore in 20. Racing. 2 laps remain. Roger Moore in car 24. Again, Bobby Porter out front. Here comes Dyson to the outside of Adam Conroy. White flag, 1 lap to go this time by. Looking for the top 4 to move into the street stock feature event. And your winner off of turn 4. His first preliminary win this year, Bobby Porter. Second, Adam Conroy. Dysinger third, and your fourth and final transfer car is Randy Littler in 93. Again, Bobby Porter, the winner. Rolling out onto the Speedway. Pro here tonight. Jeffrey Bodine in the Ohio State Motorsports entry. Jeremy Mayfield in the 7 car of normally driven by Dick Dunleavy Jr. And in the 72 car, Wally Dallenbach, I believe. So, again, Wally Dallenbach. Again, Wally Dallenbach, the driver of the 72 car. Cale Yarborough in 81. The Ohio State Motorsports entry, that's Jeffrey Bodine. And in car number 7, Jeremy Mayfield. I'm going to get a word or two from each of the drivers very briefly before we get underway. Go ahead, Bob.
Well, the first thing we need to know is, how did you get to start on the pole here?
The luck of the draw, I guess. I don't know, but I like it.
When you started your racing career, was it on tracks a lot like this? I know you did a lot of other things as well.
Actually, I didn't run too many tracks like this. I did run a couple years in the NASCAR Modified Series, which were a lot of these types of racetracks. But these kinds of cars are a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun last night in Louisville, so hope to put on a good show tonight.
Well, we hope so, too. How many people here, racing families continue on, and that's the way it always is. Wally Dallenbach, a famous race car driver for years, and now the son continues the tradition. Hi, sir. It's getting tough in these helmets to see who I'm talking to for a second. Hey, outside, is this youngster next to you going to do anything?
Well, we're gonna give them our best. It's hard to beat these youngsters, but we're gonna have a good time anyway.
Hey, are you at the point where maybe doing this tonight and stuff, you'd want to jump back in and do this regularly?
Well, I never have lost the desire to drive them, but this is the only thing I do now. It takes all my time being a car owner anymore, trying to get this Rick Mass and this Woody Woodpecker car around the racetrack in Western Cup.
Well, Cale, I'll tell you what, anytime you've got a weekend off, you want to come back here, I'm sure these people will let you race one of their cars.
Good. These people here tonight is the only reason I'm here. I just come to tell them thank you for being such fans as they are and helping make this sport what it is.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm pretty old, but this man's a legend of all time in stock car racing. How about a big round of applause for Mr. Yarborough, and we will move back. Well, I'll tell you what, he's strapping in, so let me run back here. We'll go to the back here. And the mobile man, he's been running all over this place tonight. I've seen him doing everything and everywhere. You having fun, Jeremy?
Man, I'm having a blast, and tell you the best thing about it is all this crowd out here tonight, man. You guys are great up there, and that's what makes this racing what it all is today.
Hey, we were talking to Wally Dallenbach, and I know he did a lot of road racing, and that's where he cut his teeth, but down there south of us a few 100 miles, you kind of raced on a track like this to learn how, didn't you?
I sure did, and I appreciate these short tracks, and I race the same type of cars, and it just feels good to come back here and see, the crowds here and all the guys racing, and the quality of cars that this track has. This is pretty awesome.
It's got to be fun. He's been here before, Jeremy Mayfield, doing a job, and they're still trying to. One of the things that never makes sense is these seats are all custom made, and sometimes it doesn't custom fit a strange body. but a gentleman who has, well, he was a Rookie of the Year back long before he wants to remember. But now he's strapping into a car. Jeffrey, you got some fun out here ahead of you tonight.
I guess I never grew up. I can't sit in the seat. I got about 4 pillows and under me and 2 behind me, but we're going to give it a try.
Hey, we were just talking with Jeremy, and he cut his teeth on short tracks. You kind of did that too, but it was up New York way with some of the open wheel stuff.
All up and down the East Coast. Yeah, I love short track racing. That's where most of us got to start, and hopefully we're going to have a lot of fun here. I came here a few years back and finished second. Hopefully tonight we do a little better.
Well, he wants to win it. Pillows, telephone books, whatever. How about a round of applause for Jeffrey Bodine? All righty, let's roll!
I thought the forwards were going to be starting the cars. Hear it? We urge each and every one of the race fans here tonight to frequent the businesses that support NASCAR racing. Of course, you know as well as I do that NASCAR fans are the best fans in the world. And we're headed down to Bob. Go ahead, Robert.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, the superstars from NASCAR here tonight. And we want to send them off like they were racing at Daytona. We want everybody up on your feet right now. Come on, stand up, grab your hats, grab your programs. Let's send these guys off. We are going racing Winston Cup NASCAR style. Hey, Jeff, I think we scared them.
Jeffrey Bodine, with a little bit of difficulty over there off of turn number 2. Jeffrey will climb in, so we apologize. We're going to be a bit of a delay here, but we want to make sure all 4 of the drivers get an opportunity to participate. So Skip Thornton has volunteered the 86 car to fill in place of the 31 car. Wally Dallenbach will start first. Outside in the 81, that's Cale Yarborough. Bodine in 86 starts inside of the second row. And outside, Jeremy Mayfield in car number 7. They will get the green flag this time. I think they saw the white the last time by 12 laps. Then we'll invert the field and send them back for another 12 circuits around the 3rd mile oval. Slow start. These guys a lot slower starts than we're used to. A little squirrely down into turn 1. I thought we were going to have to look for some more backup cars there for a minute. A leader in 72. That's Wally Dallenbach. Cale Yarborough runs second, third. And right on the back bumper of the next car is Jeremy Mayfield. Now Mayfield looks to the inside off turn 4. Mayfield to the inside of Yarborough. You know, Mayfield ran an ARCA race here back in 1989, and it shows. He looks to the inside of Dallenbach. Jeremy Mayfield trying to make a pass. Dallenbach, second generation driver, fends him off. Now Yarborough falls back to 4th. Here comes Bodine in 86. Jeremy Mayfield still side by side with Wally Dallenbach. They'll complete lap 5 this time. Give the lead to Mayfield down the front stretch. Jericho Investments Big Bear Race of Champions. And look who's coming, the guy who finished second in a race here in 1989, Jeffrey Bodine. Oh, collision on the backstretch. We're not sure why they're slowing down. Apparently they mistook the halfway signal for halfway through the 12 laps. It was, but they didn't slow down. Little confusion. They're not quite used to the flagging procedures here at the Speedway. Your leader is Dallenbach. 9 laps down this time. Mayfield closing once again on your leader. The Bob Evans Camaro out front. Now we've got a race once again. They'll get the white flag this time. 1 lap to go in this first segment. Mayfield closes. Dallenbach will hold him off the winner. Wally Dallenbach. Second goes to Jeremy Mayfield. Jeffrey Bodine is third. And fourth is Cale Yarborough. All right, 12 laps. Yarborough was struggling a bit. We're not sure if that incident earlier caused some front end damage or not, but he was struggling a bit in that last segment, so we'll have to keep an eye on that. Yarborough takes off. He'll lead down the backstretch. Mayfield is up to second. Now Bodine trying to fend off Dallenbach. Contact with Mayfield and Yarborough. Some agricultural racing for Mayfield. Tight quarters off turn 4. Up to second now is Wally Dallenbach. He'll try to reel in your leader. Bodine next to try to slip underneath Cale Yarborough's car number 81. 3 laps down this time. Mayfield about 4 car lengths ahead of Dallenbach. Still battle through turns 1 and 2. Dallenbach looks to be picking up just a little bit. Those 2 cars very evenly matched, though it would appear. Now 5 laps are down. Bodine trying to make ground. Last lap, 13.95 for your leader. And we're underway. Green is out. And flat tire now, it appears, on Cale Yarborough's car. Battle is at the front. Jeremy Mayfield, the leader. Second is Wally Dallenbach. 2 laps to go. One lap to go. Jeremy Mayfield, and now about 6-7 car lengths. Through turns 3 and 4. Jeremy Mayfield, your winner. Wally Dolan back in second, third, Jeffrey Bodine. And stuff break for Gail Yarborough. And a flat tire on the Don Wettenall car number 81 mobile.
Early here. That's not the first time you ever lost a tire.
No, I want to do it again. I had a tire going down the whole night, so I didn't get a fair shot. I think we'll do it all over again. What do you fans think? We'll come back and do it, but I had a great time, and thank you all for coming, and watch out for my new sponsor, Woody Woodpecker and Rick Mass on the Winston Cup Circuit.
Ladies and gentlemen, one of the true legends of NASCAR. How about a round of applause, Cale Yarborough.
Yeah, I'm a two-car guy. I apologize that first race. Couldn't see, and I don't know what happened down there, but this car ran pretty good. It felt a little bit better, but we had a lot of fun. Glad everyone came out. Hope everyone got an autograph, and maybe we'll see you at a Winston Cup race somewhere.
What's up for the power team ride here in the future?
Well, we're just digging away. It's a new team this year. We've had some problems, but I really feel like we have a good team, and before the year's out, it's going to be running up front.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, how about a round of applause, Jeffrey Bodine. Hey, Wally, there's a couple guys up there we bet with. Guess who I had?
Give me a hint.
I lost. Hey, good run, though. Looks like you're having fun.
I was having a lot of fun. Like I said, about another 1,000 laps, I think I can get this place figured out. But no, we had a good time. Car was really good. Car's like, did a little body damage to it, but the car was great.
Real quick, I got to ask you, because I read something on the internet. In the off-season, you go hunting?
Yeah, we do quite a bit of hunting.
But like for big animals.
Yeah, the bigger the better.
Yeah, he goes to Africa and shoots like real things. Ladies and gentlemen, another legend and, of course, a family tradition. How about a big round of applause, Wally Dallenbach. Where's the winner guy? Here he is. Hey. Hey.
We'll get him on the way from the rest of the guys here. Bring him out.
What we can do, we're going to get Jeremy up here so everybody can see him. Jeremy, see, I get to butt in like I do on TV. I'm kind of like Benny Parsons with hair. You said you wanted to win. You sure did it.
Well, I'll tell you, I know, like I said, we come out here to run hard and had fun. I mean, I hated it. I think Cale had a flat tire and Jeff wrecked the other car, but man, this black car, give a 7 car a good run for its money, but we come on stronger at the end and took it on.
Hey, how was testing at Indy? Because there wasn't a lot of coverage around here.
Man, it went real good. We learned a lot of stuff that we feel like we've been missing all year long, and really excited about from here on out. Feel good about going into Pocono. Had a great test at Indy, and we're going to get her right back together and get that Mobil 1 forward up front.
Let me ask you something real quick. Is it fun coming out here and racing against some guy named Yarborough?
Oh, I love it, you know, and especially Cale, you know. I mean, he's a diehard racer and runs hard, and anytime we get a chance to do that, we all do it, man. We all want to win, but this guy's won everything you win in Winston Cup, and give me probably the break of my career and break of my life, and that's to get in the Winston Cup race, and I got a lot of respect for him, and to race against him is pretty neat.
Ladies and gentlemen, the winner tonight, Jeremy Mayfield. How about a round of applause for all 4 of our Winston Cup stars here tonight at Columbus? And thanks to Big Bear, Jericho, and everybody. We hope that you've had as much fun as we've had out here.
All righty, we're ready to get underway with tonight's 30-lap limited sportsman feature event. In car number 08, starting first, that's Randy Sword. Sword in 08, alongside in 93, Jamie Hunt. Second row, Paul Baker Jr. in 66 and 77, that's Tom Jones. Then comes Bob Grubau in 5, and alongside 50, Jeremy Dennis. Jimmy Kidd is next in 25, and then Dave Ritchie Jr. in 17. The next row, Mike Schweier at 43-20 is Mike Brown. Then comes John Strobel, car 10. Car number 13, Ross Wells Jr. 26, that's Scott Stevens. 22, Donald Parsons. Rob Martin's in 42. And 61, Mark Jordan. Then J.R. Groves in 16. 24, Jimmy Whitridge. 97, John Bruce. And car 37, Pat Altop. 30 laps to distance for the limited sportsman feature event. Following this event, the 40 lap late model feature, and we'll conclude the evening with the street stock feature event. But in the meantime, we got 30 laps for the limited sportsman division. That's Randy Sword trying to fend off Jamie Hunt. Hunt drops down in behind Sword in turns 3 and 4. Paul Baker Jr. in 66 runs third. Bob Grubauer runs fourth. Your leader is still Randy Sword. J.R. Groves in car 16 is out. Caution on the Speedway. Roswell Jr. and Scott Stevens, the first two cars to move over there, then they're caught up. They're also caught up in that. The 61 of Mark Jordan and 24 Jimmy Whitridge. Jimmy Kidd. Here's the battle up front, halfway. Bob Gruball all over the back bumper of Randy Swart. Gruball started 5th in the event. He now is working on Randy Swart. And Mike Brown loops it down in turn 4. Okay, we're just about ready to get back underway. Randy Swart, Bob Gruball, Jamie Hunt, top 3. Gruball continues to stalk the leader. Mike Brown trying to make some ground in an outside group. Working on Jeremy Dennis. Ten laps to go. 10 laps. Mike Brown still working that outside lane. Now he draws alongside of Mike Squire. 6th spot up for grabs there. Mayhem in turn 2. Randy Swart and Bob Gruball. 2 cars involved over there. Damage on the left front of Jimmy Kidd's car. Also a flat right rear tire on Mike Squire's car. Again, it's Jamie Hunt still out front. Paul Baker Jr., Mike Brown, Jeremy Dennis, Tom Jones in the top 5. tries the 6 spot. Carson's is not done. The car 22 now is left. Jeremy Dennis off turn 4. White flag, 1 lap to go. The battle for second heats up. Brown trying to make the move on Paul Baker Jr. He pulls even into turn 3. Your winner will be Jamie Hunt. Second place will be close. Paul Baker Jr., Mike Brown, Jeremy Dennis, and Donald Parsons. Your top 5. Data about the winner was Jamie Hunt in the 93 car. Sponsors on Hunt's car include Custom Farm and Freight, Asheville Hardware, Stewart's Auto Repair, Bill's Body Shop, Streeter's Night Club, Jim's Towing, B&B Quality Care, and Wells Machine Shop. Brandon out of box car. Go ahead, Robert.
Climbing out of the car right now, a man with a little bit of sweat but a smile on his face, Jamie Hunt. Jamie, good run.
Yeah, we struggled all night, as usual. But I thank the good Lord and all these guys right here.
Hey, you know, the guys in front of you went out and stuff, but you were coming. You think you'd be able to catch them if it hadn't been for the crash?
Nah, I had nothing for them guys. Put 2 new right side tires on, and they're not the best, so have to hang in there.
Hey, he's honest. He wins it, though. He's your big winner tonight. How about a round of applause? Jamie Hunt, a feature win once again this year, Jeff.
Of Bobby Porter. Row number 11 is the number 1 of Adam Conroy, number 27 of Dave Dysinger, and in row number 12, car number 93, Randy Littler, and the 68 of Larry Cawdy.
Headed your way. You know what we say here, hang on to your seats, Columbus. Here comes NASCAR. Well, better cinch down that seatbelt right now. The street stops are ready to do that.
And the green flag flies for the street stock feature. John Beverly, car number 39, a lot of time that he's going to have to make up here. We're way back in the pack as we start this one. Speedway must have been doing some agricultural racing. We saw a little bit of dirt over there in turn 4 and once again over in turn 1.
Four laps, go up on the Winston scoreboard this time. Back up the pace. And it's green. Bill Gessler Jr. moves underneath for the lead. Bobby Stacy follows him through. Next is John Sadetsky in 87. Sadetsky now up in third. Stacy and Gessler swapping some paint down the front stretch. The leader is Bobby Stacy. Disqualified for rough driving after he and the 4-car made contact. Chris Meyer runs third in car 61. Stacy with a little breathing room over John Sadetsky. Off the base, car 77. He entered tonight's competition leading the point standings, but second place car in the points is leading the race. Myers still runs third. Charles Katz fourth, and Kevin Lococo currently fifth. Now Stacy draws out to about a half straightaway lead. Robert Jewell off the track on the backstretch. White, and we got Doug King moving. He is off the track. And red flag. Brings him back up to speed. White flag, 1 to go. Fourth feature victory this season, Bobby Stacy. John Zadinsky, Chris Meyer, Carl Katz, and Kevin Lococo complete the top 5 and call it a night. Head for the house, pack it in, stick a fork in it, turn out the lights. The winner, Bobby Stacy. Car sponsored by Jim's Towing, Quality Care Auto Repair, Mills Auto Body, and Golden Rod Collision. We want to thank you for coming out, ladies and gentlemen. Don't forget next Saturday night, these same 3 NASCAR Winston Racing Series divisions, plus a special added attraction. The Legend Cars, 5/8 scale, 2 sedans. We're headed down to Victory Lane and Bob Neubauer.
Hey, crawling out of the car, Bobby Stacy, a big smile on your face. I'm sure you didn't want to see that last caution.
No, I didn't. First, I want to say thanks to the Lord, and I'd like to say thanks to all our sponsors. And I'm sorry for what happened to me and Phil out there. I thought I gave him enough room, but it must not happen. But first, I'd like to say tonight, I gave my girlfriend a ring, an engagement ring, and here she is. Honey, come over here.
It's
Wait a
just-
minute, let me get this right. You guys got engaged tonight?
Yeah,
Yes.
I gave it to her while I was in the car.
Well, turn around.
What a deal. How about a round of applause? A feature win, a new couple, everything's cool. When are we getting married?
We got to sit down and talk about a date for that.
Sometime in the next 10 years.
Sounds like he's putting her off, Bob. I think he's putting her off.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we got a couple that needs to get their picture taken, a feature winner, and we've had a fun night out here tonight with the NASCAR guys. How about a big final round of applause for Bobby Stacy and all of our competitors here tonight on Big Bear Jericho Night at Columbus. Jeff, we'll wrap up with you.
All right, so once again, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for coming out. Next Saturday night, the NASCAR Winston Racing Series Late Models, Limited Sportsman Street Stock, and Legend Cars.